Hello everyone, I'm Sanjay from DAV Data Solution. We're back with another video on the Data Science Talk Show series. Today we have with us an exciting guest who has a lot of experience in geospatial analytics. So welcome Vignesh to our show.
Thanks, Sanjay.
So uh, can you introduce yourself to the viewers? Tell something
Yeah.
about yourself.
Myself, Vignesh, I did my bachelor's in urban planning from School of Planning and Architecture, Vijayawada. Then I pursued my master's in geoinformatics from University of Madras in Chennai. Then I'm currently working as data analyst and a geospatial analyst in SmartTerra, startup in Bangalore. We work on basically water supply and wastewater problems in the global south.
Okay. Vignesh, first of all, what is geospatial analytics? Because the
Yeah,
term feels like a jargon, right? It's not like a normal term like healthcare or
correct.
agriculture.
Yeah.
What is geospatial analytics?
So if you take geospatial analytics, it clubs two or three domains. One is called GIS, Geographic Information System. Another domain is remote sensing, and GNSS and GPS. So it's basically combining uh, spatial data in the vector form along with remote sensing, which is you put a sensor in a satellite and then you try to sense a remote object without coming in contact with it. So that's remote sensing. That's pretty much all satellites that we use. And another concept is location itself, which is very prime for spatial data, right? So you take location from GPS or GNSS systems. Yeah. So when you combine these are basically data platforms that collect data. And then when you try to analyze and get insights out of it, uh, that's when it turns out to be geospatial analytics. So, so in most cases, it's an integration of all these three domains to derive insights. Sometimes it could be, predominantly remote sensing, or remote sensing, or you call it as Earth observation. Uh, yeah, and also now it's more like when machine learning and deep learning is combined with remote sensing and to form geo AI, wherein uh, satellite kind of data collection platforms are playing a crucial role now.
Wow, that was a very elaborative explanation on geospatial data because it's a kind of a new relatively new
Yeah,
field, right?
yeah,
It's coming upcoming in this current ages, right?
correct.
Yeah. So, what exactly do you do at your Smartera, the Bangalore startup you're working at currently?
Yeah. So in SmartTerra, it's basically you're trying to help the water utility to to optimize their operations and also to have a very good insight so that they reduce the water losses. They know they can give the best quality of service to the customers. That's the problem we are tackling at. So my main role at SmartEra is to combine both my domain knowledge of urban planning and geoinformatics. So I bring in different data sets from the urban domain itself. So I bring in data sets like land use, building footprint, and water networks and all this. I combine with satellite imageries and you know uh, microwave remote sensing methods, and I try to combine both, which can be integrated with the consumption data that we get from utilities. So basically, you combining both. It's a kind of a 360-degree view of the problem itself. Traditionally, the approaches they solve only the water consumption data. Using that, they try to address the problems, whereas it's not an isolated problem, right? So the main entity itself is a city. The city dynamics has to be captured through different data sources, and you're trying to combine them. Yeah.
True, true. This makes me go to the next question. Like right now, data science is a very big hype. Like everyone wants to
Yes.
do data science. And what data science aspirants generally do is they take CSE or data science course
Yeah.
and then take business understanding or domain knowledge as a part of it. But
Correct.
you took the domain knowledge, like you have a masters in
Yeah.
geoinformatics, then you use data analytics or data science as a tool and you're applying it to your domain. So how does it work? Because it is a completely reverse order, right? Like
Yeah.
compared to the original stream of using data science in various exploring various
True.
fields in
True.
doing. So can you throw some light on
Yeah.
how to use data science as a tool in your own domain?
So basically, I should answer this by going back. So I started exploring data science when I was in my final year of bachelor's, while I was doing my bachelor thesis. So back then, I was trying to use various machine learning models, uh, but without the sense of what data science is. Then later I explored it, and while I was trying to understand, there was a bit of a gap in the geospatial usage of data itself. So only a very few companies were using those geospatial data. So I tried to make use of my domain knowledge and geospatial analytics to solve problems that are very core for the city itself, for city planning and for sustainable development. So that was my focus, and I suggest my friends and people who contact me to take a domain that is very interesting to them, which is very passionate to them. So it's very intuitive to them for them to solve the problem, rather than going the reverse way uh, of learning algorithms and trying to impose them on problems. Yeah.
Yeah, true. At the end of the day, it is the data which we are going to
Yeah.
work on.
Yeah.
So we need to be interested and passionate about the data.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we can do our work to at the fullest extent.
Absolutely. True. True.
So moving on to this question, like you did your bachelor's in planning, right? So
Yeah.
how did the transition happen? Like you explored data science, and how was the
Yeah.
transition from a BTech in planning to a master's in geoinformatics, and also you did
Yeah.
a postgraduate program in data science, right?
True. True.
So how did the transition phase, and what motivated you to pursue data science?
So as I said, like while I was exploring my bachelor thesis, I came across programs where urban science and urban analytics was very interesting to me. So I was exploring their curriculums and projects that they were doing, and I understood that all these three domains are actually interlinked. you know in a sense it's interlinked, and so I thought, why not to try a different path, as I was very passionate about data and driving insights out of it. uh, so I took this path of combining both urban planning and all these three domains. Yeah.
Okay. And moving on to the next question, to the viewers, like Vignesh has also been a delegate in Harvard US Initiative and also MIT India Initiative Conference. Like these are very prestigious and reputed conferences. So can you share your experience in the conference which you attended?
Sure. Luckily, I was selected in these two conferences. Uh, I met a lot of interesting folks there, and I was able to interact with them and also learn a lot. So at the Harvard US India Initiative, it was basically a discussion forum where people from different domains were participating, and we had discussions on the most pressing issues, like you can take gender issues, or fake news, or the economic inequality. So I was part of those discussions, and in the MIT India initiative, it was a technical workshop, kind of like a studio workshop. Again, people from many backgrounds, like engineering, sociology, and then psychology as well. We were all put together in a team, and we were mentored by MIT graduates to work on important problems. So I was involved in the environment resilience track. So we were coming up with various algorithms and models that can be used to predict flood events, and then how the local government can build resilience in their planning. So we propose an uh, a data driven initiative there. It was very useful conference there. Yeah.
Nice, cool. It must be a very amazing experience because you met
Yeah.
diverse people and also worked on real world issues, right?
Yeah.
Solving
True.
real world problems is always exciting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we also at DAV focus on applying data science towards United Nations Sustainability Development Goals of 2030. How do you think we can apply data science towards the SDG goals of 2030?
So yeah, that's very important problem, I think. Given that we are experiencing a lot of climate change events, and we are actually witnessing them, and SDGs are very core target that we have to achieve to have a sustainable development, and to make humanity sustainable. So as I said, one domain is earth observation that helps in a lot of it almost overlaps many SDG goals. If you can, like, you can start with agriculture, then go to environment monitoring, then you can go for mangrove deforestation, or coastal erosion, up to land use changes and ecosystem damages. So these are all on the environment side. So when you come to GIS, you can excuse me, in GIS you can collect data on different social and political issues. Uh, so basically the spatial data is just setting a context to the problem. So through the context, you can solve these problems, and find solutions, and help accelerate the progress to SDGs. So I think it's a very core tool for solving SDGs, and that's what I have been planning for the last 2 to 3 years, to learn different data science models and approaches where I can help solve problems like these. Yeah.
Great, great. And Videsh, you were also being a research intern at ISRO, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to quote this quote which says that research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. But
Yes.
research is always an underrated skill. Like not many prefer it. Many prefer to move to the industry without having a strong research foundation. So what do you think about research skills?
So research is a very core skill. You know, Even I would say the way I have taken the path of a different path, that was primarily due to research. Well, I had different questions where I was trying to find answers, and going back and reading different papers and thesis, and trying to understand the real problem. And also, if you take any data science domain, right, not only for geospatial or for any domain, if you take research is a skill that you need, because the data that you're going to deal with, the models that you're going to build, needs to be continuously updated, and research is an everyday skill that you're going to use. So it's very core to the data science and domain itself. So I think I would suggest everyone to take it as a part and parcel of data science. Yeah.
Great, great. And moving on to our last question, like this question, I was very impressed by seeing your WhatsApp profile picture, which quoted that India must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies in the real problems of man and society.
Yes.
So, can you tell to the viewers, the Indian youth, about that, like how they
Yeah.
can empower India to transform into a very well developed society using the advanced technologies?
Yeah, I believe we have a lot of potential in India. Our youth has a great potential to use technology for the development of for India, and also I believe we can set a benchmark in how sustainable development can be achieved. That many Western countries have, realizing now that the development that they have achieved is now not equitable or sustainable. So I strongly believe technology and the spatial mission that India is launching is going to be a game changer in the world. Yeah.
I think this session would be a very insightful session to all the viewers, all the data science aspirants, and definitely they would have the inquisitiveness to explore this geospatial analytics.
Yeah.
It was a privilege for me to host you, Vignesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Yeah, sure.